Hello everyone, my name is Terence.
My name is Emily.
We would like to welcome you to our MIS presentation. Hope you enjoy. To introduce our chosen firm Shipley, firstly, we will give a brief introduction of business model. Then we will move on to the strategic value of IT, followed by an explanation of ER diagram. After that, database and SQL will be discussed. At last, recommendation will be given.
To have a general idea about what Shipley do and how Shipley operates, first of all, I'll introduce the business model of Shipley. Shipley is a UK-based company which offers an internet marketplace to help customers and delivery companies to find each other. Here, I have three parts to discuss, including customer value propositions, operational processes, and revenue streams. In terms of the customer value propositions, there are 2 points needed to be figured out. The first one is that time needed for placing an order is quite short. Customers don't need to make phone calls with delivery companies. All they need to do is fill in a form online and wait for their codes by email. In addition, the price of the order is quite low, which Shipley carries out by two methods. One is fully using spare capacities of vehicles running on the road. In the UK, there are 25% empty lorries running on the road, which causes a huge waste. Another method to reduce cost is applying the reverse auction format. Delivery companies compete with each other, then the price goes down. So, Terence, do you have any questions up to now?
Yeah, can you explain how Shipley operates?
Okay, first, customers ask a request to Shipley. Then Shipley will immediately send an letter including all the information details to providers. Next, customers would receive codes from different providers via email, and they could find further information in their online account. During this process, providers compete with each other to give a lower price for customers. Once the customer accepted the order, they continue to contact with provider. Then the delivery is completed. Both sides would leave a comment in the feedback system.
So you mean by using reverse auction, customer benefits a lot, right?
Yes.
What about revenue streams?
Well, in terms of the revenue streams, Shipley only get money by taking a commission out of the transaction fees, which is based on a tiered percentage of accepted code price. We can see the calculation formula. This is my explanation about the business model. What about your analysis?
I have analyzed the external environment of Shipley through Porter's 5 forces, which help us to understand Shipley's strategic value more clearly.
So what strategic value have you found from Shipley?
The first one is 100% utilization of idle capacity. There is a common phenomenon that transport vehicles always have spare space, or they load nothing with the comeback, and then the lorries may release unnecessary emissions. Well, Shipley can help providers overcome it. Shipley provides an information platform which can help transport suppliers to find more cargo information and know more about customers' demands. As long as customers fill in the information of their goals, Shipley will quickly deliver the information to a platform where transport suppliers can see all list of goals. Therefore, suppliers can choose the most suitable cargo.
And the strategic value of IT also reflect on Shipley's code policy. Through IT, providers can offer codes much quicker and access to more information of competitors to negotiate with customers. Compared with ordinary express companies, Shipley uses code strategy instead of the fixed price. Customer got only one fixed price of their order before, but now they are given more choices by Shipley.
I can't agree more. Shipley is viewed as a strong information delivery platform. Compared with ordinary express companies, the transport providers and customers have more access to each other's information. From supplier side, once the customers submit the information of their goals, suppliers will get this information straight away from Shipley. From customer side, they will receive many codes from providers and have the right to see the transport provider's information. Furthermore, Shiply also operates a feedback rating system for service providers and customers.
Besides the IT strategy, what about the ER diagram?
As you can see, this ER diagram is what I thought Shiply should be. There are 6 entities including customer, feedback, order, provider, employee, and department. As for attributes, people should concentrate on those of entity order and feedback, since these 2 parts that can help Shiply distinguish from others. Just as you see, there are 7 important attributes of entity order and 3 of entity feedback.
What makes entity employee so important in the ER diagram?
This company has a management system which is used to track treat order and control customer and provider accounts. Each employee is responsible for several customers, orders, and providers.
And why entity feedback is important?
Entity feedback, as a unique part of Shiply, can easily demonstrate credits of both customer and provider, which can secure this treat running successfully.
And why attribute date and the number of entity order are important?
Based on Shiply's operation system, code number and date can influence Shiply's profit.
Oh, I see. And what about database?
This is our database relationship tree. It indicates how we categorize and TD data into database, as well as how we connect related data together. Based on this database, Shiply designed a search engine for transport providers to help them find out best suited order, by which transport providers can maximize their transport capacity, thereby decreasing the unit transportation cost, and finally, indirectly reduce the price for service.
Can you explain it?
Of course, to help you understand, we designed template SQL to reflect how Shiply fulfills the above function. This SQL is used when the drivers want to find out orders which are required to deliver furniture or car in London district. Do you know a company called U-Ship?
Not familiar.
U-Ship is one company who is similar to Shiply, but they have different focus compared to homepage. In terms of Shiply, when customers come into the homepage, what they need to input at first is the collection and delivery points, which is more important to transport providers. However, for U-Ship, what customers have to think firstly is the items they deliver, which means U-Ship focuses more on customers compared to title bars. Shiply gives get codes, search deliveries, and how it works, while U-Ship provides freight, household goods, vehicles, more and search deliveries, which give customers detailed option of items. So the suggestion is that Shiply can place more emphasis on customers.
So, do you have some recommendations for Shiply?
Yes, I think the evaluation system can be promoted. When you are searching the cargo's information, the provided codes column, you should give more information directly like reads, positive feedback percentage, picture of company's transportation, and so on, so Shiply can provide more details. Moreover, Shiply can use light color buttons like U-Ship, which attract more attention from customers.
Right. In addition, in my opinion, the catalog of Shiply may mislead some visitors. Customers prefer to type rather than find the exact place in the large amount of names. Compared with Shiply, U-Ship provides a much clearer catalog which just covers 6 tabs. According to Miller, if there are more than 7 chunks of information, users are likely to ignore some parts of it. Shiply should emphasize more on users and design much clearer and user-friendly layouts. Alright, these are all the content of today's presentation. I hope everyone gained useful information about Shiply. Thanks for your attention.